According to multiple reports, former Temple Owl Hyzer Miller is under federal investigation for his involvement in alleged point shaving. During last season, a game versus UAB, officials flagged Temple for unusual betting activity. Miller entered the transfer portal following the season, landing at Virginia Tech, but the Hokies released him due to circumstances prior to his enrollment down in Blacksburg. Thanks, guys. Now looking at this opponent matchup, both teams were able to grab wins on opening night at home. But looking directly at the Colgate Raiders, they are four-time back-to-back Patriot League champions, winning 5 out of the last 6. Now, they did lose 3 key players and don't have a returning all-conference Patriot League player to start in the lineup today. Now, it may be a good opportunity for the team to have a chance to recuperate and for Drayton to assess their upcoming opponents. The defense will hopefully have some time to reassess following the disappointing second half versus ECU. And hopefully the bye week will be spent reviewing some game film and preparing the team for the next stretch of games. Temple men's basketball fell to the North Texas Mean Green with a score of 65-62 today at home at the Liacouras Center. Owls started off hot in the first half, up 6 points heading into halftime. But the Mean Green's physicality helped them go on a scoring run as Temple gave up a 12-point lead in the second. The main point of weakness for the Owls was messy turnovers, especially at halftime. The Owls are back in action at home on Wednesday versus the UAB Blazers. Both teams have the same conference record of 7-5 going into this matchup. For Temple Update, I'm Julia Green. Welcome back. Going back to the players to watch matchup, Cole Hargrove and Jeff Woodward. They both went to the same high school, Matacton, only 20 miles away from here in the outskirts of Philly. Woodward has 14 points in the game and Hargrove has 15. Hargrove's also only 1 rebound away from a double-double, so big performances from both of these Philly locals. Temple men's tennis newest member to the coaching staff has plenty of tennis experience. His battle with cancer cut short his playing career, but his time in tennis continues in a different role.
Take the advantage.
Temple assistant coach Attican Gazer doesn't have time for things that don't make him happy. Cancer taught him this lesson very early in life.
When I was battling cancer, I kind of realized that life is too short.
Gazer battled Hodgkin's lymphoma in his sophomore year of college. Cancer ended his playing days, but it didn't end his time in tennis. Gazer put his international business degree aside and started to focus on the game he gave up too soon.
Here we go. You know, we have to be grateful and thankful for every moment we have, and in this short life, I wanted to do something that I love.
When Attican's career as a player had to come to an end, he then began coaching it back in Turkey before heading to Washington and Lee, Tulane, and then finally here at Temple.
I think as a coach, he's very, very disciplined. He really comes every day, gives his best possible to make sure that we improve as a player and as a person.
See something else, maybe do some regular.
Gazer is teaching this Temple team to carry the same mentality onto the court that he learned through his battle with cancer.
Kind of similar to what we do in tennis, right? You just cannot worry about the outcome. You got to keep your spirits high, you got to stay positive during those treatments, and kind of similar to playing a match. Sticking together, coming together, embracing the fight together, and enjoying the moment, enjoying the battle.
Now in his first year at Temple, Gazer is helping his new team realize how special it is to compete in something you love. Gazer and the Owls are back in action on Monday as they head to Orlando for a 4-match slate. Live from the studio set, I'm Julia Green, rallying it back to the desk. This field hockey team has a reason to celebrate. They haven't lost in almost 1 month. And there is one group of people that brings the energy before the games even begin. Not on the field, but at the tailgate. It's the party before any kind of celebration.
It started way before we came here, so I think it's been decades of doing it, and the torch was passed down to us.
It's the field hockey tailgate, which sets up hours before that center pass that starts the game. Each season, 2 parents are selected to run the tailgate. This year, it's the parents of number 2, Catherine Aarons, and number 32, Riley Gallagher. The moms plan the tailgate for all 9 home games that run from late August to early November, and everyone shares the cost, from sandwiches and plates to charcuterie and cannolis.
These Temple parents are here rain or shine, or in this case, unranked versus now nationally ranked.
The tailgates are always fun and loud, but this season is special. The Owls have won 6 straight. They're ranked nationally in the top 20, and that makes it a bit easier to get a little rowdy.
I feel like when we started winning these big ranked games, our energy level has even increased more in the sense that we're just so excited for these girls. They're playing so well together, playing as a team, and they're just putting it all out there.
And the tailgate always spills into the stands, where the chain is in high demand, given to the parent whose daughter scored the latest goal. In the parking lot and in the stands, right now, Temple Field hockey looks to be the best party in town. Field hockey kicked off its postseason run in the Big East Tournament semifinal up in Providence, Rhode Island for their first game on Friday. The Owls were undefeated at home in the regular season, but they really struggled on the road with just 2 wins in 9 games. In Game 1, the second-seeded Owls faced off against third-seeded Old Dominion. Setting the stage versus the Monarchs, ODU scored 5 minutes in, making the score 1-0. But with 9 minutes left in the fourth, a corner shot gets to Peyton Rieger and Lena Nielsen knocks it home to tie the game. The Owls celebrate as they head into not just one, but double overtime. But good things are going to come to those who wait. 3 minutes into the second extra frame, it's a shot by Augustina Tucheri that finds the back of the net to push the Owls over the number 20 Monarchs. Final score, 2-1. To finish off the rankings, we have North Texas in 7th, followed by Charlotte, East Carolina, Tulsa, UTSA, Tulane, and finally, Rice. For Temple head coach Adam Fisher, he's much more comfortable in year 2 as the Owls get ready for their opener. Huge win for you guys today. What does it feel like getting to walk out with that championship?
Feels great. All summer, these guys have been coming out every week. A lot of teams, had trouble bringing guys out, but this team stayed dedicated each week. We had probably full numbers every week, so it was great having great showing out each week, and these guys showed tonight at the championship game.
Now, for those at home who don't know, you have a personal connection to Headstrong Foundation. You yourself battled cancer, and you've been a direct affiliate of Headstrong Foundation for a few years now. So what does it feel like to get to come back and play for this organization?
It feels great. Ever since I was ended my diagnosis with cancer, I always wanted to give back the most I could. So being able to help a great organization like Headstrong that helps families being affected by cancer, it's really the least I could do is help out organizations like Headstrong while playing the sport I love. So it's all been just it's all been great.
Thank you so much. Enjoy your win.
Thank you.
Back to you guys to wrap up this game. So, Kobe McGee, you hit your career high before the second half even begun. What can you tell me? How do you feel about this performance?
It was a great performance. I've been working. Like Horace said before, he was prepared. I was prepared, putting the work in. Just no hesitation with my game. That's all it is.
Big 5 matchups start this week. What can you take away from this game preparing to head to Temple on Tuesday?
Just taking care of the ball and trusting my teammates. We have practice tomorrow, so just staying dialed in, locked in. That's all it takes. All it is.
Thank you so much. Great game today. Now, you're from this area and have played here for a while. It was recently announced that Philly would be getting a WNBA team. What does that mean for the growth of women's basketball in this city?
It's huge. I recently started a league back where I'm from in Lancaster. We just want women's basketball to get highlight more than men's basketball. We know it's not going to be equal, but we have a lot of talent, and as y'all can see every week that there's a lot of girl ballers out here.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much. It was an exciting game.